So this right here is probably the best Android phone you can buy even in 2026. And it's not even made by Samsung or other brands that you might actually be familiar with. It's made by a brand called Oppo, and this is the Find X9 Pro. Let me tell you everything it has and why I consider it could actually be the best Android up to date. So one of my favorite features about this phone is actually the display. Right now, the sun is glaring on top of me and I can see it clear as day. It has an LTPO display with 120 Hz of refresh rate, but it also has a top brightness of 3600 nits, which actually means it's going to be more than enough for practically any scenario where even the sun is pretty strong, like it is, well, right now. Another thing I want to try with this phone is actually the camera, because that's one of the main features it has. It has a main camera of 200 megapixels, which is something we've seen in Android phones for a long time, but a lot of people have said that the processing on this camera is exceptional. So we're going to put that to the test. One of the main features is actually the zoom on this phone, and what I want to try is how far we can actually make it with this. And right now, we're going to zoom up to 24x. Wow, that is incredible. I mean, I haven't even taken the picture yet. It's pretty stable, and the image quality is outstanding. I mean, look at this picture. We are pretty far away. I can't even see that rock from here. Look at how far away it is. But you can actually make it go all the way up to 120 zoom. So for example, there's a huge emergency light on this shopping center on the top, and I want to see if I can focus on it. And that's about 120, yes. Okay, 120 is not that stable, definitely, but it's not terrible. What I want to see is what the picture actually looks like. There we go. There we go. So 120 is not going to be ideal, definitely, but if you stay from the range of maybe 60 to 70, you will have pretty good pictures. This is 120, and it is quite a blurry mess. I mean, the image quality is pretty good, and what you're listening to is actually the microphone straight out of the phone, so pretty decent. We're going to see what it looks like when you're actually on YouTube, because, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, most Android devices cannot compare it to an iPhone still. And it also has to do where you post the image. I mean, if you post it on YouTube, most of the time you get a better image quality. But if you post it on Instagram, well, for some reason, Instagram destroys the video that comes from an Android device. So, you guys tell me, what do you think of the quality? And also, what do you think out of the mic quality? I think the microphone is what's most impressive for me. Stabilization as well. I mean, this is extremely stable, like gimbal-like scenario right here. I don't think you will ever need a gimbal with a device like this. But also, I don't know if you would use a device like this for something a little bit more pro. And to answer that question, well, I'm filming this in log, which is the flat profile you get on this device. And if you color correct it, it looks like this. The results on this should be a lot better. I'm also filming it at 24 frames per second, which is what I actually prefer. I don't know why on Android devices, if you want to use 24 frames per second, you always have to go into more and go to pro video. You can never get it on the regular stock video option on the camera. It's kind of weird, kind of inconvenient. It should be like you have on the iPhone. You can choose 24, 30, or 60, and on Android devices, you can only choose 30, 60, and a higher frame rate if your device has it. But what I definitely like the most about this device is the everyday usage. First of all, ColorOS feels a way better experience than it was years ago. This is the operating system Oppo uses on top of Android, and it's extremely smooth. It doesn't have that much bloatware, pretty intuitive. It just works perfectly every day for what you want on an Android device. The battery life on this is insane. I mean, it has 7,500 milliamps on a thin and light device, which is pretty cool. But you're going to get about 1.5 days up to 2 days without charging this thing on a decent use. I mean, if you're pretty conservative on how much you use your phone, which is what you should be, you're going to get a lot more battery life out of it. But if you're a power user, you can definitely get 1.5 days, probably 2. Wow, that is amazing. Obviously, your mileage may vary depending on how much and for what you use your phone. So, after using this device for a day, I can definitely tell you this is probably going to be the best Android device you can buy this year. I honestly don't think the S26 Ultra is going to beat this Oppo because all the specs have already been leaked and nothing is pretty promising. It actually looks pretty boring. It looks almost the same as the S25. And what I really like about the Oppo Find X9 Pro, even after only using it one day, is the complete balanced experience. I mean, picture quality is excellent if you're taking photos. If you're filming, it's also not bad at all. I'm not really a fan of filming with Android devices, but that's my specific scenario. I'm a little bit picky towards that. I really push towards video quality. I don't even use a phone to film this channel, but for most people, I'm sure this is gonna be more than enough and actually gonna be pretty cool. Also, the battery life is insane. You can get up to 2 days easy without any problem. The screen quality on this device is amazing. I mean, it's an LTPO AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate, and also you can get up to 3,500 nits, which means even if you're in the beach or any sunny environment, you're gonna be able to see the screen without any problems. And one of the most important things on an Android device, which you should never overlook, is that you can get up to 5 years of updates towards Android and up to 6 years of security updates. So you're probably going to be updating your phone between 4 and 5 years, so you can use it without any problems and any compatibility issues. That's what Oppo says, which makes it pretty hard not to recommend this phone. And if everything I just told you wasn't enough, you can also purchase an additional kit with a periscope converter, which is like a little telescope you can use as a telephoto. I mean, I understand that's not for everybody, but I'm sure some people are gonna need everything I just mentioned, and also better picture qualities when you're taking pictures far away, which is actually pretty cool, but I also understand it's not for everybody. You do have to purchase it separately. There's also a kit that I believe that comes with it, but that makes the phone way more expensive. So what do you guys think? Would you purchase the Oppo Find X9 Pro? I always have 3 phones with me. I have an Android device, I have an iOS device, and I also carry a Huawei device. I know a lot of you guys in the US don't care that much about Huawei devices, but we still use them in Latin America a lot. So that's why I'm always carrying 3 phones. I mean, most of the time I try to take only 2 with me, but I'm using them daily. And this one's gonna probably be my daily driver as an Android device. I don't think there's anything out there, at least till now, that will actually make me change this phone. I might be wrong. We'll see if the S26 Ultra actually proves me wrong, but it's pretty unlikely. I hope you liked the video. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like. It always helps us out quite a bit. And who knows, maybe check out this video over here, which I think you might like as well. Oh, it's been a while since I didn't do that. Then drop it.